You are listening to Verba Manent, where words do remain.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dearest peas. We are the cultured carrots serving up diversity on a plate. Welcome to the first episode of WTFrance, a series inspired by Paul Taylor, questioning the weirdest habits of Frenchies all around. Too many times have I been asked what is wrong with French people. Too many times have people been bewildered coming here. Aujourd'hui, or today, as most of you likely say, we shall leave the French experience. For our first edition, we are delighted to focus on a matter that unites us all, and one that leaves none behind, our love for food. We shall introduce you to 3 habits that make no sense to the rest of the world, but to the French, they are life. Perspective is a strange thing sometimes. First, the duration. French people eat for hours and hours on end. On average, indeed, a French person spends 2 hours and 13 minutes sitting down at the dining table, making them the world champions by a mile. This is twice more than both the American and Canadian averages. So I guess poutine doesn't look that amazing in the end. But you must be asking why. Dining is not merely an eating experience to the French. For a large portion of this time, they do not even eat. So how is it possible that it remains the most important part of the day for French families? Well, simply put, it's more than about just food. It's a time for the whole family to gather, to talk, to share and exchange happenings from their days and random topics in mind. It's a time for the moments that truly bond the family closer together. But is it really that convivial? I mean, most of the time when around the table, French people talk about food. Whilst eating, the main topic of conversation is usually what they ate recently or for a specific occasion, or even during that day itself. They truly do have an obsession with food. For example, last Christmas, we stayed for 5 hours at the table in my family. And yeah, I know it sounds painful, right? And my grandpa talked for like 2 hours about how amazing the food was during his last journey. 2 fucking hours. The only thing that got me to listening to him that long was, well, the wine and cheese at the end. Second point I would like to mention is that French people are known to eat at unholy hours of the night. It's often so fucking late in the evening. Well, okay, it may not be as late as the Spanish are known to eat still, but certainly nowhere near as early as the Brits. But that's the moment where we can question if the problem comes from Frenchies or Brits. I mean, everyone knows that regarding food, we might not want to ask the British. You eat at 5 p.m. and then what the fuck do you do? Watching reality TV, Downton Abbey, or leave the European Union? It makes way more sense to eat when the sun sets. It's a sign that you genuinely enjoy your day and finished it with delicious food, regardless of how seemingly strange the time may seem. And finally, talking about delicious food, is there anything more iconic than the famed baguette? Indeed, it doesn't matter where you are in France, you will mostly always find something in particular on the dining table. Something we love and cherish very much. Bread. Whether it be for breakfast, lunch or dinner, at home or at the school canteen, bread will always be there, to make the bad days better and the good ones even more so. So thank you listeners for tuning in. This was brought to you by Cultured Carrots of the Verba Manent podcast. Remember to tune in next Monday for more episodes on cultural exchanges, experiences and belonging, and for a new episode of our series, Where Are You Really From? Thank you to the writers of this episode, Miranda, Sandra and Cam, but also to the producers, Isabella and Maureen.